Naruto Rpg. These are the older sites, or I mean, these are the newer. This is the newer site. It is called all under the title of Green Lightning Tabletop Roleplaying. But we started originally with Naruto RPG, which if I can pull up here, let me see here. So we're going to go back in older content. It might be in the RPG folder, honestly. Let's go to the Naruto game. So Naruto RPG. Basically, I'm trying to see if I have rules complete. Here we go. This is the older version coming up here. So this was one of our more popular things. This came out during the height of Naruto, particularly around the time skip with Naruto. But I went through and did a lot of writing for this. And this went on and carried on to the other series. So you had rules. Basically, it was a 3.5 / Pathfinder version of Naruto. So where people could play it. You had the ninja classes. You had extra classes that people could go into and fighting with. This has changed a bit, and it's going into. This is going to be the first thing I'm going to give an early preview of what's coming down the line. Green Lightning has been sitting on the wayside for about 2 years now, but I am coming back with the series to do more with Green Lightning as we go. As you can see, not many of these are open here, but we do have some different things here. I'm trying to see. Let's go into a specific class that is different. Well, actually, I don't have any of the nins. Crap. Listed. Okay, I don't have any of the nins. Okay, so Naruto, we don't really have anything updated yet. Another one, the one that gets the most attention, was our Fairytale Rpg. Again, it's not been done much in the way of changing. We have sorcerer rules here specifically and they're available on the website. But if I can go back into our games here, let's go back to Green Lightning. Go to Fairytale. Might be under images. I'm trying to find the book. Nope. Here's the old Fairytale magic system. Let's open that in Word. You're actually seeing a moment from our One Piece. So basically, we went down with. This is taking a while. The different magic in Fairytale. Broke it down. This was using the magic spells. So I would go through. I would use their Wikipedias to gain all information on magics, techniques. Same with One Piece and Naruto. And we'll go in more detail with One Piece because I've got that more complete for people. And it's probably, I would say, the better version of the game that's out there for a couple different reasons. And I'll point out what those reasons are. But here you see the different types of magic. I wrote them down, broke them down, lost magic. Others, defensive spells, and we go over some of the basics here. So this was the basic of start of our current RPG magic system. So if I go in here and I know it's in the One Piece rules, as well as the Green Lightning rules. So there are general Green Lightning rules. The reason why I changed it over the years from their separate RPGs that were 3.5s One, the D20 system started to become copyrighted, so I couldn't do it, even though it was a free to use copyright system. It was starting to be like, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. So I had to make this more original setup. So there was a few changes. It still follows much of the same line with the D20, but there's different things set up. But if we were go and say the powers, let's see here. Do I have the powers in here? No, I do not. Okay. So if I go into the power system, I know I have it in the book. Let me get into it. So Green Lightning, rules, book so far. One Piece rules. So I'm going to show the power system. Power building. So power building, technique building, magic building are all on the same kind of concept. And this was a way to counteract magic systems where you'd have a spell listed, like in D&D or in Pathfinder, you'd have like Magic Missile, which does 1d4, auto hits, doesn't crit or anything. And this way you could build it. So you could build, say you want a fireball, does 1d6 per level, its DC is DC 10 plus your per level, 60-foot range, 30-foot area that it affects. Now, the way you would do that is you'd go in here and you'd buy the points. So you'd be like, okay, I want something triggered here. That's to build the points. That's the reason, one of the reasons why we had to change the rules over. And you can still find Fairytale, the Fairytale character sheets. You can kind of find the Naruto character sheets and the One Piece character sheets out there from the old system. Somebody might have the older system RPG books out there, but particularly the idea was to create an original concept about 5 years ago, to create an original concept of RPG systems. And so one of the things we had to do was do different rules. So I mean, I'm including the rules online for people to be able to use in the future, and they're coming back. So I mean, I've taken a break from them, but I'm coming back to them. They need to be updated. So one of the things that's I've been doing this week, we've been adding Mink Men. So I'm starting to do the stats for Mink Men for One Piece. So you can have different races of minks in the game. What you can play as far as advantages, what's their levels and whatnot. We're adding a few choices for the humans. Let's see, where's the human choices? So in the past, we didn't have Snake Neck Tribe. Now that we know what Snake Neck Tribes are, they're being added into the game. We also are going to have Three-Eyed Tribe and Wano as well, inhabitants. But you see different types of humans: Long-Leg Tribe, the Long-Arm Tribe, the Momoro Island Tribe, the Tantaro Kingdom Tribe, Weatherpia. So you're getting different types of humans in the game that you can play, and it's a more interactive and more buildable thing. And that's one of the things when I decided to do Green Lightning separate from the RPG system that we had been doing. The idea with Green Lightning is that you can build the game that you want to play. So we give you the rules on how it's played, but a GM can be like, no, we're not doing that part of the rules, or no, we're not doing that part of the rules, or this is how many points you get to build your character. And so it helps develop a character more along lines that it's your character, that you have more control over what kind of powers and what kind of techniques you can do, and it's any number of ways you can do it. There are jobs that are involved that you can gain skills and abilities. There's all kinds of unique things that are being added. And so I'm finally getting back to this. I'm dedicating basically one night a week to do the work that needs to be done. We're starting, like I said, with One Piece because it's more popular of a series these days. but I know people have asked for Fairytale, so I will be hitting Fairytale back up, and we'll be doing it. I will be starting with races and also doing the mages, the different mage classes. We'll also do some Naruto. Basically, once I get the basics set up, the quirks, defects, job tiers, those are done. I just need to put them in. Abilities, techniques, all those are actually done. So I can bring those up and put them on the web, and people can start playing the game a little bit more detail. It's just a matter of just pulling them out. So it's going to be a genetic piecemeal system is what it is. So you'll piece together what you want and integrate it into the game that you want to play. So I mean that is one of the things, and it's one of the more popular things Embry Arts has been famous for, has been the One Piece RPG, the Fairytale RPG, and the Naruto RPG, because we developed those in the height of their popularity. I don't know if the Naruto RPG is going to be as popular anymore, but we'll still make it. We'll still finish it. Now, of course, those are based on licenses. If the companies that license them tell me to cease and desist, then those games are gone. But we are